Some wounds aren't visible. Some are born before we are. You think pain starts with you. But what if it didn't? What if the sadness you feel in the quiet moments doesn't belong to just you? What if the anxiety you carry is a whisper from someone else's storm? What if your anger isn't yours, but inherited? Because trauma doesn't vanish. It travels. It's passed down, silently, skillfully, like an heirloom wrapped in silence. We don't just inherit eye color, blood types, or surnames. We inherit unspoken grief. The pain your mother never had the space to name. The fear your father buried so deep, it hardened into silence. The shame your ancestors were forced to carry, now showing up in your hesitation, your self-doubt, your trembling voice. You've been told to move on, to get over it, to be grateful. But how do you get over something that was built under you? How do you heal from pain that wasn't yours to begin with, but became yours through the weight of love, loyalty, and legacy? You wonder why you react so deeply. Why small things feel like earthquakes. Why comfort feels unsafe. Why joy feels temporary. Why peace feels distant, as if it's meant for other people, not for you. It's not weakness, memory, cellular memory, emotional fossils buried in your nervous system. Your body remembers what your mind was never told. The body keeps score. The score of battles fought in silence, of emotions swallowed whole, of truth replaced by survival. You learned to cope before you learned to speak. You adapted. You shaped yourself to be safe, to be needed, to be invisible when necessary, to perform when required. And somewhere along the way, you forgot who you were beneath the coping. Still, you blame yourself. You think healing means fixing something broken. You wonder why you can't just be happy. But you are not broken. You are carrying the weight of generations who couldn't say what hurt them. You are the first to turn around and face what they had to outrun. You are the interruption, the reckoning, the resistance against generational silence. And that work, it is sacred. Because healing inherited pain is not just about you. It's about everyone who came before you who didn't have the space, the words, the safety, or the permission. It's about the grandmother who never spoke of her grief because she was too busy surviving. It's about the grandfather who didn't know how to love softly because no one ever loved him that way. It's about the mother who passed down fear as discipline, the father who taught emotional silence as strength. You are not here to judge them. You are here to heal what they could not. And it's hard. Because healing inherited pain means grieving what you never lived. It means crying tears that don't belong only to you. It means feeling emotions that come from lifetimes you've never seen, but still carry. You'll feel selfish. You'll feel dramatic. You'll feel like giving up. But every time you breathe deeply through a trigger, every time you say no without guilt, every time you speak truth into a room built on silence, you're not just healing yourself, you're healing them too. You're releasing the grip of trauma's hand through time. You're rewriting what survival looks like, and you'll want to run from it, because it's easier to stay busy, to stay numb, to stay quiet. But numbness is not peace, and silence is not healing. Healing is ugly. It's loud. It's raw. It's confusing. It breaks everything you built to protect yourself. But it builds something truer in its place. It teaches you to love without fear, to feel without apology, to stop shrinking to fit a legacy that never fit you. You may never get the apology your lineage deserved. You may never hear their stories. But your healing is the story. You are the voice they didn't have, the freedom they dreamed of, the softness they weren't allowed. So feel it all. Feel the rage that doesn't make sense. Feel the sadness that comes in waves. Feel the joy that feels fragile, protected. You are allowed to feel, because you are allowed to live differently. You are not here to repeat. You are here to reimagine love, to reimagine safety, to reimagine what family means and what legacy can be. And as you do, others will follow. Your children, your friends, even your elders, some of whom may finally feel safe enough to say, "Me too." That's how healing spreads. It begins with one person, brave enough to stop pretending, brave enough to ask, what if this ends with me? And if it ends with you, it also begins with you. Not in shame, not in blame, but in love, in truth, in remembering. So no, the pain didn't start with you, but the healing, it does. And that, the legacy worth passing on. A legacy not built on silence, but on softness, not on fear, but on freedom. You don't have to carry what they did. You don't have to pass on what broke them. You get to choose. You get to feel. You get to live. That is your birthright. And that is your revolution.